See if you can keep it up.
It's funny because the one thing that you can't prep for, and you see this in all esports, especially my primary background in CS, is like, you know, when there's a talent or someone that's up and coming, like how are they going to perform when they get to the stage, when they get to the LAN, when they get to their first big competition? I guess we're sort of seeing a parallel here in GeoGuessr where all of these players have not played for these stakes. They've not been on a broadcast like this, and we have to see if they rise to the occasion. Up next, it's going to be Chicago Geographer versus Partee. Who is going to come out on top?
These are both of my closest friends in the community, so I don't know who to root for or what to say. I want a good game though. That's what I'm rooting for. That's like the dad answer from watching or mom answer from watching a football game. But listen,
fence sitting is absolutely fine. Never feel like you have to pick a side, mate. It's absolutely fine.
But we will not be fence sitting here in Russia.
No.
No, might see some big points.
Okay.
Should we start, shall we?
Let's get straight into it, everybody. CG versus Partee, round 1, game 1. And we are off to the races.
Yeah, so Russia is notoriously hard. We do have sand on the side of the road here. Sand is more known, and we are playing moving. I don't know if any of these players can read Cyrillic, but I would guess Surgut or near the Surgut region here. And it looks like we do have Partee zooming into Surgut because of the Surgut sand. So
that sand is specifically known in this region of Russia?
Yeah. So it's very sandy in that region. I could be blundering. It looks like Partee is instant. Partee is not that talented of a moving player. 2
seconds left. CG, you've got to get a blip down.
Yeah, and they both just went Surgut there. So it's a common thing known within the community is that sand is in that region. So we do see close guesses there. That is expected. But it was interesting to see how Partee was playing here because CG is way more of a moving player than Partee is. So it looks like his strategy there was instant send because he knows CG is probably outskills him in moving. So let's see. Going into round 2 here.
Let's go straight into round number 2. Everybody at home, what can we see initially off the bat?
So round 1 here, or round 2, I should say, we do have yellow reflectors on the reflector here. So this is known for when you're going to be in Spain. So when you do get these in Spain, and that is
for everybody at home. By the way, we can see Partee stream has got an issue there. We'll look into solving that. Don't throw it at home.
Looks like he is still he's still guessing, so he's still playing.
Exactly. He's still playing. Still guessing.
Just a little Discord miscommunication, but we do have both players are going to get Spain here, and we do see Partee making the first guess again. So
Partee's coming in hard.
Yeah.
Both relatively. These first 2 rounds have moved very quickly. We'll hold off. We're starting the 3rd round. Make sure everything is good behind the scenes. But Partee getting an early lead, and you know it's 10%. Sorry, not 10% of the HP. It's 500 points off 6k, and right now that's a good little deficit to make. However, as we've seen over the course of tonight so far, like in the grand scheme of things, it's those big hits or performing well under pressure that really makes a difference. Either way, round 3
and
kicking off now.
So yeah, both players are going to know this pretty instantly. I don't think any player is Partee going to instant. He's instant sending every single round. He wants CG not to move at all. He's giving him no time. It's kind of a based.
This is a very meta tactic.
That's a man in my heart. I'm gonna be honest. I love seeing that.
This is like straight up like aggression. It's like, I'm going to make the first move and you're going to be on my back foot. And it's funny because each time they've been relatively close with where they pick when that pace is pushed. This could be a match where they just chip away lightly at each other, then one ends up on top. But that's how it's playing out right now.
It's going to come down to one round. I think that's going to swing it pretty a lot. And I do not think it will be this round, but...
South Africa?
No. It might be the country that you keep getting confused. We will see, though.
This is New Zealand.
It could be. We'll see. It could be not. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. But let's start. Let's see. Let's see what Partee's strategy here is going into this. He might move around just to double check something real quick.
Takes a look at the house, zooms in on a little line there.
Oh, it is gonna be New Zealand. There's a New Zealand pull there. I expect Partee to send within the next 5 seconds, to be honest. Look, here he goes.
Going straight in. Gotta
and he sent.
Click down. And he actually locked that in straight away. I love this, right? All right, I have a background in competitive things, and I can see like such a finite difference between how these guys are playing, especially Partee compared to the last game. You know, Partee's going in hard and fast, and that's clearly like a meta idea to do. You know, I want to be aggressive and push the pace and control the pace.
And he's not giving CG time to breathe at all. And I guarantee you, CG is. He's looking for these moving games as a free win because he knows how skilled he is at moving. So when he's not getting those games to where he can move around and he's being limited by Partee's quick guessing, it's probably frustrating.
It's real tactics. It's like a real attempt by Partee to execute like a game plan, and right now it's working. He's whittling away at CG.
And this round, we will see. I don't know what to expect here. We're going to be in Indonesia. I think we just start and keep going. If the pace is fast, let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going. Starting off round number 5, 1.5 times damage. Is Partee going to continue with that pace and that aggression?
Yeah, so we are going to be in Indonesia here. I don't know who's better at Indonesia. It looks like Partee, you know, it's quick. It's funny how he does that, where he'll instant stand on countries where, you know, he doesn't think the opponent can get a better score. But there's too much information here. He can't really. He's looking for at least, you know, a town name or something that he can read and pick up some points on. And it looks like he's zooming in looking for, because you can lose so many points in Indonesia where you can't take the risk and instant stand on something like this. And it looks like both are still moving in separate directions. So
now the pace has completely changed. Partee, yeah, definitely now. And so going at a much slower pace, and you're saying that's because there's so much information, it's hard to pinpoint.
Yeah, Indonesia is such a big country, and there's so much information available, it would be kind of silly to give your opponent more time here.
That being said,
he's in.
Partee with the lock-in, the pressure is on once again. Chicago Geographer was enjoying that, a bit of respite from the furious pace that has been taking place so far. 4 seconds left.
And they're both in a similar region.
Very similar region.
So there must have been information.
Who is closer? Oh, wow.
He definitely read something that was informative.
949, very close. Partee is doing absolute work, mate.
He's controlling this game right now.
This is Australia.
This is Australia.
Oh, today it's my first one.
Let's go, bro.
Of course, Australia, a huge country, but at least I got it right.
Yeah,
you know, I couldn't pinpoint it in there, but this is Australia. I knew it.
Yep, and both of them will also know that.
Yeah, to a much better degree than myself, as you all would, and I'm sure many in the chat.
And it does not look like we can move south, and they will probably realize that and keep moving the other direction here. Yep, and you know, Australia is one of those countries where you can be on the same road and not have any information, so we might see, you know, a quick send here. It does look like it could be somewhere in, I don't know, to be honest. Oh, and if you keep moving, you get into Generation 1 coverage, which is not good for moving games. Let's see if any player does get into Gen 1. Partee's looking like he might know the region here. Let's see. His completely separate parts of Australia. We have one in Queensland, and Partee's right in Queensland. 2x damage. Is that enough to ever?
Double damage.
No, but it's a lot.
Oh, it's a huge hit.
784.
Partee has not even taken a single point of damage yet.
We like to call that a flawless.
A flawless victory, like Mortal Kombat style.
And this next round looks like it will be a very fun one for both. There is information. Let's start. Let's keep it going. Don't want to slow these players down already more than I have to. So.
Yeah, CG is in a tough spot, and I can't help but think they didn't expect this coming in. I know you said that they are a moving player, and
he's already sent.
Partee sent again.
He's already sent, and you know, like on this is new Gen 4 Germany. So this is your Gen 4 Germany. You know,
Gen 4, my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Gen 4 Germany. 1 second left.
Oh,
and
CG he knew the town or something.
On the money.
And he picks up 3,000.
That's a huge hit back. The swing looks like it is beginning, but
that is where, you know, that's where instant sending can kind of hurt you. You know, because it looks like CG had 15 extra seconds there to find information, but this will be...
The sending is going to get more risky when that multiplier starts pumping, like, for instance, now.
For instance, not this round specifically, because this is a very clear Jordan, probably Amon. We see 2 instant Amons. But going into the next round after this, it will be very, it will matter a lot. We'll probably see very, very minimal points.
Partee's going straight in. I'm calling it now. He's going to lock that in.
Yeah. He's
instant send. Once again, that was barely 10 seconds.
No, he's So you see one going north of Amon. You see one going south. Honestly, I'm not too sure. The capital guess
all end here.
Probably, I don't know if he could lose 784 points. He could if Partee's close. Partee knows the city. Is that going to be enough? That's going to be enough. He wins on Jordan.
There we have it, everybody. Partee has done it, and dare I say, he's done it in style. Game 1 of 3 goes their way and goes very, very fast. That is a game plan being executed almost flawlessly.
And that's what you see from no moving players in this game. You don't want to give... The only advantage CG had there outside of maybe a USA specific skills or whatever it may be, is his moving and region guessing technique with move. So when Partee takes that away from him, he's kind of flustered.
Yeah, it's so smart. Like I said when it was going on, it's like I'm really enjoying seeing that, because I've seen like that you can see there's a game plan there, there's a meta, and like why they're choosing it based on the context that you've given me. Like it was trying to it's an active attempt to stop what you're telling me CG is best at.
Pretty much.
Yeah, take away their best tools.
Partee knows he wouldn't beat CG if he would sit there and they both had to take 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Partee wouldn't. I don't think Partee would be able to win that. So he knows that too. That's why he's instant sending, and that's a skill set. And also, he's younger. We got that TikTok, attention span. So
Gen Z.
That Gen Z. That's
Gen Z GeoGuessr.
Sometimes you get bored looking at a round. You just have to send. That's kind of like I can't spend more than 10 seconds on a round if I get bored. So he's built from the same cloth, I guess. So
if you think things are going to change going into game 2.
I mean, it's no moving, and that's what Partee's basically been playing this whole time. And
So do you think Partee could just run away with it here?
He could, but it depends on the rounds we get too. CG has a lot of upper hands on different countries against Partee. So it's a lot of it comes down to what rounds we get going into this. It's random. It could be anyone's game. CG, we saw him come back from 0-1 deficit last week to win to qualify. So we might see the same thing today. Let's see.
All right, everybody. CG versus Partee, it's game 2. If Partee wins this, they win the series. Big shout out to all of you at home tuning in. At some point, we're going to bring up Twitch chat. Don't forget, we are on a delay, but we'd love to respond to your questions or quirks, whatever you'd want to drop in the chat. We're definitely going to be doing that at some point. But for now, everybody, perhaps, Rainbow, it's time to start.
Let's do it. And we are starting in CG's realm. He's kind of known for being better at USA. And so him getting a USA here is kind of maybe a good confidence starter to start the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's all, in my opinion, maybe he could draw out of it. Because at this point, with only the 1x damage, unless Partee does a huge fumble, like it's just a few points, but it will maybe be good for him to get a rhythm going.
And it looks like Partee's zooming into Denver, Colorado here. I'm not the USA guy, and he's already sent. They're both. Do we have Colorado Ballard or something that I missed?
Partee's done it again with the.
Because they're both going Colorado. They could just both, and they're both in the same region. So maybe this is a standard Eastern Colorado round, and I'm just not that guy, pal.
Partee
on USA
with a brilliant send. But again, those damage points not too traumatic right now for CG.
Yep, and I think these were the hills I was talking about in the previous round here. These might be the Roraima hills in the background. I'm not entirely sure, but let's start the round and see.
Let's see if the guys themselves know. Roraima Hills.
Roraima Hills.
Roraima Hills.
It's like these small rolling hills in the distance. I could be completely off here.
Okay.
But I'm assuming we see at least maybe one Roraima, I guess.
CG and Partee both want that zoom in on the AABB.
Partee's going just north.
Partee's going straight and locked it in.
Yep. And you do get those hills there too, so that's okay.
CG now on the back foot once again. Let's go quickly with an esports stat here. Sorry.
Wow, they both got the city.
Very close.
What the heck?
Very close. That's a brilliant performance by both guys. I was just going to say, I don't think there's been a single round where Partee hasn't...
He's guessed first.
Yeah, he's guessed first every single time.
And yeah, we'll see it again here in Thailand. So
you see that and you just know it's Thailand, just off the rip.
Yeah, it's just standard Thai, bro.
It's just standard Thai.
Yeah, I could go and explain after, but this game is so I just want this game to keep going because I'm so excited to watch it.
Keep that pace going. It's exciting.
And you'll see Partee immediately zoom into Thailand. He can tell from this image right there that it's going to be Thailand, and he's instantly zooming in there.
Straight to Thailand.
And you know why he went?
And he locked that straight. He did.
Eastern Thailand's known for having this more red soil, so that does make sense. You probably see CG going there as well. And when you do, they're going to be
very similar regions.
Yep.
And this time it's CG that is closer. So a bit of damage there going towards Partee.
This is just amazing gameplay.
They're both. The pace is just so fast.
The Sky-Pero Ziggy game was great.
Yeah.
But I just like the fast. I'm used to
I think you can appreciate both styles differently, right? They're completely different, but they both bring their own thing. This is blistering. It's super exciting. The last one more methodical, and then there was a chance for a story, a potential comeback, which got squashed.
Yep.
Now though, we're in the midst. We're in the midst of just pure action.
Yep. And this should be. I think I would go Indonesia or Philippines here. Not sure. I'd probably go Indonesia, but I'm not sure where we would go here. Let's see. Both players. It is no moving. We do see a Malaysia guess there. Okay, and Partee's the same Malaysia, so I was wrong on both countries apparently.
Oh.
But yeah, we're back to my view here. I could zoom around here and see if I can find any more information. Let's see. It does look like it, as I move around, it should be Malaysia. And maybe even it could be Borneo. So I was going to say, it could be Borneo.
Big discrepancy
and that's
there.
That is Malaysia. It is owned by Malaysia, but that is big points for CG there.
CG bouncing back. That's got to be a good confidence boost. That's got to feel good for CG.
And we're going into Spain here, presumably. So, yeah, we have no white on the side of the sign here. So Portugal has those. That's a good way to tell. Let's keep going. I mean, the pace is fantastic here.
Let it rip. Round 5. We are now in 1.5x damage. So any win is a good win. You're going to be chipping away pretty healthily at the other person's HP.
Is CG going to get a guess off first here?
Oh, they guessed at like almost the same time, and CG just said, a blip closer.
He said, anything you can do, I can also do.
Yeah.
So anything you can do, I can do better. Ooh, interesting round. Going into the next game here, we have Gen 4. I just want to start and see where they go here. This is should be like Russia, Baltic
I can see now, when you mentioned this, Joe, this image is super clear.
Yeah, super clear, high quality.
Yeah,
like saturated out the wazoo.
Yes.
I don't know.
Saturated out the wazoo, the color correction on point. Looks like our editors upstairs had a little fiddle with that. Starting off round number 6, double damage.
2x damage, this could be big. Honestly, there's a reason I'm sitting here and not in their seat because I wouldn't know where to go here, if I'm being honest.
Dude, it's just a blank road. There's no signage. I would probably
call Russia here. I just don't know what part of Russia. Maybe Western, because I thought it could be Baltic, which is where CG is going. So we'll see if that is the case here.
Slower pace of round now. Partee looks like they're sort of honing in on a specific location.
It should be Gen 4 Russia.
CG is just took maybe like 5 seconds there to look around, really familiarize themselves with what's going on. It's so insane to me because literally I see like a road, I see trees. Like beyond that, there's no like obvious information here, Trevor.
Yeah, it's 2 words.
To me, anyway. It's completely basic player.
It's called skill issue.
Skill, yeah, I definitely got a skill issue, brother.
I'm just kidding. No, but
you guys got the skills, I got all the issues.
No, but yeah, I mean, both players here, I mean, it's one of those things where once you've seen it, you've kind of seen it. And they're both going into pretty similar Omsk.
All of a sudden, it's locked in, and once again, they're quite close to each other.
That is what we like to call a skill. No, I'm kidding.
And then, a bit of damage there towards That was towards CG, right?
Yeah, Partee took damage there, I think, or I forgot. But we are going to be in Russia again. So let's start and let's see if someone can bounce back and pick up another rush around here. We have the long antenna with a black car. So the black car is helpful with the long antenna because there are some parts of Russia that does have a white Google car, which means you can't be in certain regions. I would go more eastern here, I think, based off kind of like how green, or it could be southernish. Like I said, I've not very learned Russia. There is some pros in the community that have pretty much learned Russia.
We've got a lot of Partee fans in the chat, by the way. We've got Partee my go, Partee fans rise, Partee fans rise.
Partee W in the chat.
Someone just said Messi.
That's funny.
Partee's got a big fan base.
I really like Partee's guess here. It's like east. He's like east north of those mountains, but it looks like CG's also in that same region. I think they're both gonna be pretty close here if I was to guess. But yeah, their Partee, you can see, is looking at the road again to line it up. I can see why, there's so many people that are TikTok brained and it looks like in chat, so they're definitely pulling for the party here. But CG is just as an equal competitor and could pull off something crazy here. I don't think we've seen an NPZ round today, so I don't think we've seen round 3. But
no, we haven't. We have not seen a round 3. If CG pulls off a win here in game 2 against Partee, then yeah, we would see our first round 3.
They're separate. See, I like CG's guess actually. I don't know though.
Okay, so Partee has gone.
Oh, his Partee's thinking
to like.
Yeah, let's see. 1 second.
Completely different direction to the one that CG's in right now.
CG's right.
And CG is right. That's going to be so much damage.
That's game.
It's 7.8k. CG does take us to our first game 3.
Wow, dude, I'm gonna like lose my voice from just like screaming.
That is, we saw huge discrepancy there between where each contestant went, and it just so happened that CG came out on top, and yeah, they will be taking us to a third and final game.
Yeah, so I don't want to, spoil. We do have CG and Partee, but
CG and Partee, everybody, the third and final game. The winner gets a dub. The loser, of course, takes an L. You're going to see on screen right now what me and Rainbolt were referring to. To me, this looks extremely difficult, and it seemed like you agreed. Why is that?
So this is like just very rural Gen 1 or Gen 2 coverage. like I said, I can pan around here. This right here that you currently see is all the players get. It is going to be Canada.
It's Canada.
I think we just get into it. It's not Gen 1 Canada, which would be way worse, but it is slightly lower quality, and it's not the best for NPC, but I love hard locations or kind of like distinct locations like this to make some guesses. So I think we're starting to get into it.
Let's get right into it, everybody. Third and final game, starting off with round 1.
And in MPZ, so both players, basically, this is all they get. This is the most exciting format for me because this is where the players make the blunders the most.
They cannot move, they cannot pan, they cannot zoom.
So this should be Northern Canada or Alaska. I like how CG probably maybe knows Alaska more. And it looks like CG is going to Alaska, and it is, oh, Partee's going to Canada. Wait, is he in Canada? I didn't see where he zoomed in on, but looks like CG is trying to find a 5K here, and it looks like Partee's still in Canada.
For a 5K?
Maybe I'm tripping.
On an image like this?
He is, if this is Alaska, and he is known for his USA region guessing.
15 seconds.
Partee's guessed.
That is the first CG lock-in, I think, but pre-Partee. I might be wrong, but it's one of the first.
Okay, it was Northwest Territories.
And they were both relatively like similar distance, only just about 200 damage for CG.
So that town up there is actually distinct. I feel like a lot of players maybe in this game would recognize that if it was no move, because it's one of those like those distinct outlier rounds you have to learn for games like this. And I guarantee you, if it wasn't an NPZ, yeah,
and they can't. They're just gonna get like that, but like
I'm gonna guess Serbia or something. I don't know. Let's see. Oh no, this is Russia. Yeah. All right, let's just get into it.
I will say to the guys at GeoGuessr that have come up with the format and how it changes for the third and final, like the decider matches. This is super smart. This is super exciting, and I love the fact that now like it's changing dynamics of how they play. Sort of like how you're referring to.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. Like, where even is this?
This is ridiculous.
It looks like the more I look at it, the more it looks like Baltic or like.
A guess has gone in. Both guesses have gone in, and they're so close. So explain to me quickly before we move on to the next round. So how come they're still sort of like relatively close? Like, is there a reason? Is that just a good general area to pick?
That's just the center hedge. Yeah,
okay.
It's just like a standard kind of region, and you just click the center, hope for the best.
Okay, I see. There's no, and if you play a lot, you know those regions, and you're roughly.
Yeah, it's like, let's just go somewhat not in the capital, but close.
Sweet, I get it.
Let's just keep it going.
Get it going round 3.
I have to get close on monitor here to really looks like a Uruguay or something, but yeah, I would probably go Uruguay here.
We've got a nice little horse there as well, but they won't see that.
They won't see the horse.
They'll just see this dirt road. They'll see the wooden fence.
Yeah, it looks like maybe one player doesn't see anything, so we'll see if that.
Okay.
That maybe they do, but yeah, CG is going into Uruguay here.
Oh, connected to game. We've got a little
Partee had to refresh a little internet. Whoopsie, but he knows it's Uruguay, so it's okay. It's okay.
CG gets it. Oh, of course, something like that. Production will check, and they'll be in touch with the player as well. So for now, though, CG hitting some damage on Partee.
Yep.
I want to make sure everything's fair and the integrity's there, and of course, that'll be looked into if needed.
Yes, and this round will also be looked into because it will be Latvia. So shout out to Peter, I think.
Shout out to Peter.
We do have the Latvia hooks here. Let's keep going into it. I don't think this should be... Maybe, did I get those hooks wrong? Those should be Latvian hooks. But, and look at CG cycling over the Latvian hooks. So, and Partee guessing capital, it looks like, maybe. Region guessing country like this is quite impossible. Yeah, it's kind of RNG, as we like to say. So,
we did get some hashtag corn meta in the chat, by the way, so people are liking that. Let's get it trending, guys.
Corn meta.
Corn meta. All right, round 4.
CG's closer.
CG closer. CG edging away now.
So close.
Let's not forget, everybody, in game 1, Partee started with a blistering pace. Did such a good job.
I think he might flawless.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was flawless. I think he did take damage at one point. And then that second game, CG came back, and now we're in this third one. And it looks like the momentum right now is stuck with CG a bit.
Yes. Yeah, and let's see if they can keep it up. And this is actually a Belgian blur, I should say.
A Belgian blur.
Should be Belgian. So you
can tell because of the gauss, like the way it's blurred. That's how they blurred things when they went to Belgium.
It's just a very common thing you get in Belgium. You also have Belgian pole.
CG's gone in fast there.
They're both.
Oh no, sorry.
Partee's guess, but they're both
fast.
They both reckon. Wait. Wow. I mean, we were all 3 just got bamboozled by that.
So, but was that still within Belgium?
That was France.
Oh, so it was completely,
those blurs are so common in Belgium. Every pro associates those with Belgium.
And then they both hedged their bets.
And they both went Belgium there, but it was France.
Okay. So,
Let's keep it going. I always like the validation from when someone else makes the same wrong guess.
Yeah, of course.
That's pretty nice.
Because then we're all in it together.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm not a silly goose.
Like when you kept saying that New Zealand was the UK.
Yeah.
Exactly. You kept doing that. It wasn't me. Anyway, round 6, everybody 2x damage on the screen now.
Yeah, I don't know where I would go here. Maybe Czechia? Where it's...
I guess it's coming from Partee.
I turned around and saw a Czechia plate, or a Czechia, but there maybe
CG
Croatia?
going Croatia, Serbia.
I like Croatia more than I like... I'm so confused because I turned around and saw a CZ plate.
Wow. And CG is closer.
And that was
there.
That's where if you have no move, everyone gets that. That's just an NPC, very hard.
Right now, my prediction about Partee being a favorite because he's like a no move specialist compared to the mover of CG. It's not going that way. CG is slightly pulling ahead now, over 1K deficit here.
This is what CG maybe wants to see. We do have 2 USA players. I'm gonna start the round and just get into it.
2.5x.
Should be the US, but we could also be in like somewhere in Canada or like Quebec or something like that. Maybe we are in Canada actually. The more I look at it, but
Partee went straight in. That was a round, a game 1 send.
He already sent?
Yep.
All right, and was he in Canada?
No, US, Northern US. I don't know, I could be wrong. That is Canada. Apologies, yes.
Yep. Geographer. Wow.
Oh, wow. That is an incredible send from Partee. That's going to be so much damage.
Is that game?
Oh, 200 points. 142.
Oh, my God.
CG now reeling from that blow. The ref giving a standing 8.
He's going to be, and this Partee is, sitting pretty here. He's very happy right now.
Very happy.
Let's see if he can continue the momentum going into the round 7 here.
Important not to get too comfortable for Partee, though. Will they go in hard and fast to stack that pressure on a stumbling CG?
We will be in Colombia.
We will be in Colombia.
Both players. Wait. Is Partee? Okay,
Rainbow saying Colombia. Partee has gone for Colombia, dropping their pin, not yet locked in.
Let's see where CG goes. CG might end up going. Okay, CG's going Colombia too. CG has to get better.
Locked in by Partee. Locked in now.
CG has 10 seconds on the clock.
10 seconds, life on the line. You will not feel more pressure than this. Can you rise to the moment?
He needs to guess it. He's going just capital east of the Andes. Is it east of the Andes? Partee's west of the Andes. It's west. Partee wins.
That's going to be game, everybody. Partee coming out on top. And you know what? I think it was the decision to swing back or try to swing back to that really pressuring style where those guesses come in as fast as possible. I could be wrong, but that's what it looked like to me. And Partee is our winner. Commiserations to CG.
That was well played to both players. You have to give props both for the both incredible gameplay there. Shout out to CG. It's not over yet. Partee.
Not over yet.
Shout out to him.
Super exciting to see how different that match was and those 3 games were, especially that first game compared to our first match of the night. Like, it was just a complete different pace. It was like watching something completely different. And that's the beauty of this game and the players we have. We have so many different types of play styles tonight that you're going to continue seeing things exactly like that. So, especially, you saw that one round in Canada where that switched the whole momentum for the rest of the game. Partee was going into the next game. He pretty much just had to click capital and hope for the best. So, pretty cool. Let's get Peter back.